Okay, now as you can see, I got both my pressure canners sitting here on my stove. And you can definitely see the differences. My old girl here and the new pup on the block. So what I've done is I did turn the heat up to 6. That's where I've got it sitting right now. That's fine just to get it heated up, warmed up, get it going. It's not locked. Now over time, this arrow on the handle right here will wear off. But this only goes together one way, so you're not going to get it together and then it's going to explode, get it wrong. You can't. It only fits together in one fashion. You got to rotate it just right. So this way, that way, this whatever. It's only can go together one way. But anyway, I've got my water in here. Okay, and the tray's sitting down there. So now, while this is warming up, I'm going to go ahead and start getting my cans prepped, or my jars prepped, my jars prepped and filled, and I'm going to get them in here. On the back of the stove, I've got a pot full of lids for my jars, so to warm them up and get them sanitized and ready to go. Anyway, so I just wanted you to see it set up before I go too much further. So we'll be back once it gets up and rocking. Okay, now you can see I've got both pots loaded. They're ready to go. Nice jars of stock here. And I only put 9 in each container. It will hold 10 if you adjust it right and move it around right. They will hold 10 jars. But I don't like doing that because then the jars touch. I like to have a little bit of space in between. So the jars aren't touching and everything's happy. The water in them's warm. Okay. It's up to the prescribed line. When you do that and you put this many pints in there, it brings it up. So it's about halfway up the jar, which is absolutely perfect, is where you want it. Now, you just take your lid, set it on, line up your arrows, see how it went together. There's only one way to go together. Pull tight, and now you have locked it in place. Now it is capable of starting to build pressure. Same thing with this lid. It's in place, we rotate, boom. Now they are locked in, they're not going anywhere. Get your weights. Put your weight on the hole, put your weight on the hole, and now you let it sit until it starts doing this. When that starts happening, we'll come back and make another video and we'll go from there. All right, here we are. Now we have a perfect example of what's going on here, okay? Here, you can see this one, the pin is up. Let's see, I'll zoom in on that. All right, let's move a little bit. You can see this one, as I said, the pin is up and it's rocking, all right? Now, we switch over to the other one. You can see the pin is up, but it's not rocking yet. So this one hasn't come up to pressure. This one hasn't come up to pressure yet. Yes, these are hot. These are very hot. So don't do what I just did and touch them because you'll get burned if you leave your hand there for any length of time. Fingerprints. Cool. Anyway, this one hasn't started rocking yet. This one has. I can go ahead and set the timer on this one for 20 minutes, the first one. I can set the timer on this one for 20 minutes, but I'm going to wait until this one catches up and then set them both for 20 minutes and let it do its thing. So when it's all done, I'll show you what our next step is. Okay, now we've reached our time limit here. I know on here it's just a blink of an eye, but this has been running for about 25 minutes, 24-25 minutes, give or take a few seconds. The timer just went off, so we kill the timer, and we go ahead, turn this off, and let it sit. Now we don't touch it until this pin falls and this quits rocking. Once that happens, then we can go ahead and open the top. We can remove our contents, and we can go on from there. And that's pretty much all there is to one of these. Let me go ahead and zoom this out while I'm moving it around. Whoops, wrong way. And that's pretty much all there is to these pressure canners as far as canning with them. I don't do cooking in them, so I'm not going to cover any of that, but I do the canning in them like I showed you. So if you have any questions, any comments, whatever you need to know, just go ahead and put a comment down there, and I will go ahead and answer it as soon as I get it and find it and see it and read it, and we can go from there. No, Remy, don't chew on that. He's chewing on it like the tripod. See, he just hit it. Come here, Remy. Come here, Remy. Come here, Remy. That's your good boy, Remy. Remy, come here. So, from Fred and 7-week-old Remy, we say we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.